like it wasn't weird at all. Most of the people that you meet are not who they appear at all. If you want on top, then you wouldn't hear it cheer at all. But I ain't got no top, I don't need a chandelier at all. I ain't got no talk, cause I be really out my mind. When the hate don't work, I guarantee they get the line. They all talk, dog, it's a room full of brines. I'm royalty, that means that it's in my bloodline. All hail the king, made the president resign. And if I'm not the king, then I'm making doves cry. I'm stepping on the scene like I never did reply. I ain't gotta justify, I'm cool. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating this.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Tonight, we culminate pivotal Week 14 with a great Monday night matchup between the New England Patriots and the Arizona Cardinals. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Ready, cut! Score on these guys! Roll!
First carry for James Conner. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something. As this game continues.
So a 5-yard, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Walker going deep for Hopkins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Pardon, we read a great article this week arguing for him to be Defensive Player of the Year. Normally, sacks are the big thing that people point to, but what he's done in the secondary has been something special.
It has been, because it's been an all-around game for him. Taking the ball away, rushing the quarterback, and sacking him himself, doing a number of different things that change the way the game is played.
And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Walker. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. So it sails out of bounds close to midfield, and they'll say actually right at midfield. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. first carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. He'll get this down to the 48-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throwing Jones into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Play action now. Walker. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 35. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Evans running behind center. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. The Cardinals at 8-4 now in the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And they go play action. Here's Walker. Sliding out of the pocket. And it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Pats are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, and they go back to Harris. And he's got some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. He's got it complete to Aguilar. Touchdown. Nelson Aguilar. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point up and good by Folk. And it's now a 7-0 game. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. This will be fielded inside the 5. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Let's go now. Trap 50, trap 50.
Off the play fake, Walker. Flush to his right. Going deep for Hopkins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And the Patriots are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Now Jones. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Throwing again on second down. Jones finding Harris on back-to-back plays. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Jones looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. There he goes left side. The 20. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the ball, and they're coming in front of them, and they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They'll start the drive with Harris. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. To throw on second down, Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
New England on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12. Looking to throw. Jones. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. On second and 7, Jones. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's first and 10 at the 49-yard line. They pitch it to Harris. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to second and 15. throw. Jones. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Jones. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
The Patriots send out their punter. Greg Dortch back deep. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Walker. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Jawan Bentley in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. By that time, it looked like he essentially just ran right into the pass rush.
Yeah, partner, I'm not much of an outdoorsman, but the fish jumped right into the net, didn't he? Because you've got to make sure that you're deep enough that you can get around the defensive end, have an angle there. But he couldn't do it because he actually cut that one off. Really nice play coming off the edge.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Here's Andy Lee now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
On 2nd and 10, Jones on the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw. Jones Open receiver here, complete, it's Parker. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run again with Harris. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, here's Harris. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So on 4th down, Jones jogs off, and on comes a longtime vet, Nick Folk, for the Pats field goal try. And the former Arizona Wildcat, Folk, gets this one to go, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Right there, hurt.
To try again after the sack. Walker. He's going deep for Brown. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown.
got his man complete. Oh, he's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run. No timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Again, it's Harris on second down. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run again with Harris. Room here to run. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And even 100 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
They'll try the right side with Harris. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Marcus Golden. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Jones on third down. And that will be incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
Here's Jones throwing on 4th down. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. A second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw again. And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ballgame. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cards are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. It was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Every team in the league always wants explosive plays, breakout plays, and even more so when it's your horse who's had a tough time during the game.
Yeah, not that great in the first half. Maybe he can recalibrate here in the 3rd and then carry that over to the 4th.
I like that. Recalibrate. Strong.
They'll go right back to Evans here on 1st down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Seriously, just disgraceful.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Check mash, check mash. Ready.
And they'll go right back to Evans. A beautiful fake. 40 yards rushing for him now to this point. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Hey, hey, check that, check that. Hurt, hurt.
They'll try and run for this with Evans. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a pickup of 6.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
They'll run on 1st down with Evans. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Head the street, head the street. Check, contact, check, contact.
On 2nd down, a run with Evans. About 3 yards there to the 27.
And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Hey, smash Bronco!
They'll try and run for it with Evans. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Hey, check that, street.
Fourth down, Walker. And this is caught. He hits Moore. Then he's out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on fourth.
And here we are in the fourth quarter. We watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they had it there so close to the goal line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Evans running straight ahead. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Darrynton Evans, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Cards have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Prater for the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. But they need their best drive of the game right here. Harris going to get it again on second down. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 120 yards rushing for him now in this one as he is closing in on 1,800 yards for the year.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
They run for it with Harris. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Jalen Townsend picks it. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Evans gets it again on 2nd down. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. On 3rd down, it's Evans. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this one is incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Go on,
They'll try the left side with Evans.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Here's Walker. He's going deep for Brown.
And he's got it inside the 10. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
They'll run here with Evans.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Now again, it'll be Evans.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
They'll look to run with Evans.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So here comes the veteran Matt Prater in a big spot in this ball game. This will get the lead up to 7. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights, and that'll make the